pair of knits. Talking of which, look what this jewellery is made out of. Knitting needles.
I got the inspiration for my jewellery. I bumped into a lady in St Leonard's and she had a beautiful bracelet made of knitting needles, and I just absolutely had to have one. So I approached her, asked her about it, and she told me how she made it with knitting needles and hot water. That day I went to some shops in St Leonard's and found some plastic knitting needles in some second-hand shops. And I went home that evening and I experimented and made one myself, and I was absolutely chuffed with it. Friends started asking me about them, and so I started making them for friends and family, for gifts. After figuring out how to make them, I've designed my own knitting needle ring, and I have since moved into making necklaces and earrings and all sorts of things. I take my knitting needles and I put them into the saucepan of boiling water and wait for about 10 minutes or so. I always have to wear a mask because I'm using, the needles are made from PVC, so it can have some nasty fumes going on, so I wear a mask. Once the needles are malleable, I wind them around a glass and dunk them into cold water, which allows them to take the form, the shape that I put them in with. I love making. I've always made things, and I've grown up in a very creative family who, you know, my mum knits, my makes beautiful artworks. My dad has always had a workshop and created things in his workshop, and so I've always been encouraged to make things, and I love making. I make to relax, really. I find it really calms me down at the end of the day, and I love the things I make, and I make things that I would like to wear.